Alright, hello, hello. We're back. We're here. Do we have audio? Can you hear me? Is everything good? I've switched out camera lenses again, not cameras. So, like, instead of looking up, because you're gonna see my chin, I'm gonna have to fucking force myself to look down and fix my reflex of looking up. Alright, so, new camera. Sound setup should be a little bit better, too, because I'm closer to the microphones. So there's that. I just need to, real quick, I'm just gonna make like a little post to like let people know that I am live, and then we're gonna be playing some RuneScape. I have polls to answer. I have polls to check. We need to go see what the dog poll ended up being. I must know. There we go. I had this outfit. Stop juicing the dog. Exactly! Thank you, Zan, for standing up with me to not juice the dogs. I don't actually know if there's a vote in the poll, by the way, for it. We're gonna go and take a look ourselves. People have been trolling me all day, telling me that they're gonna like make 6 accounts to stop juicing the dogs, because I went on a campaign last night that I am very eager to talk to you guys about my experience protesting for dog rights. RuneScape dog rights, because the RuneScape dogs are getting fucked. But first I have to edit this photo of me holding my fursuit head like a motorcycle helmet. Because, there we go. There we go. Alright, yeah, the outfit I put together kind of looks like a motorcycle. Like, I feel like I'd ride a bike wearing this. So I, like, found some boots and stuff, too, to go along with it. But I don't have a motorcycle helmet, so I took a photo of my fursuit head, like, to pretend and held it like a motorcycle helmet, so that, like, it looked like I had a helmet. Alright. There we go. I think I'll crop it a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okie dokie. By the way, I'm seeing, like, because I'm posting on Facebook right now, I'm seeing some of y'all on Facebook. If you guys want to come and tell me whatever the fuck, you guys come to my Twitch chat. I'm seeing someone swearing to Zezima. Oh, hell, Zezima. He was the one that probably cursed our printer. So no. Actually, I'm gonna sound like a total fucking dipshit. I don't remember who Zezima is. I'm not too up to date with the lore of the religions. I watched this massive video the other day, all about like the history of RuneScape and how the world came to be how it is and like what time point you're on. And it was full of the gods. But that went in my brain and out the other. I know the facts, but I do not know any of the names. Oh, the first player to ever get to all 99s. Okay, yes, no, now I know who Zezima is. I'm calling him a god, man. I'm putting this on Facebook, but I was like, this feels like a cute biker outfit. But I don't actually have a biker helmet, so I was like holding my fursuit head in my crutch of my arm, like it was a biker helmet. He is a god? No, see, like, I always hear Zezima, like, being spoken about like a god, so I immediately assumed that he was, you know, a RuneScape god instead of a player. Didn't I see someone accuse him of cheating, like, recently? Like, someone was like, oh, it's not possible, he would have had to bot or have friends on his account to get him to, like, a certain progression point. I don't know, I seem to have come across Zezima controversy. That's where I'd heard his name, like, recently. But I may be stupid. Okay, I have, like, a second photo. Sometimes when I take selfies in the room, right, everything, like, looks mostly normal, and then there's just a fucking Furby backpack ominously staring at you in a thirst trap photo. Hello, welcome! I'm seeing a lot of new names, too. Where have y'all come from the RuneScape ship posts? Are you on my side? Are you doing things for the dogs, or are you against the dogs? Because if you're against the dogs, I need you guys to leave right now. Tip dogs. I made a change.org petition as a joke. Oh, from the board game post. That's really cool, actually. I'm glad those are doing well. Oh, there we go. Are you juicing the dogs? We are going against juicing the dogs. I'm about to go check and see what the words in my head being that we should go check the polls in RuneScape in the game. And then I might donate $99.99 for dogs. Fucking let's go. I emailed PETA actually. Did they email me back? So this all started when I watched the announcement for the dogs in RuneScape live on stream and realized that they would be juicing them and selling them off to the vampires in Darkmire to be juiced and used for blood, which we weren't okay with. So I rush printed a sign and we were protesting downtown. But last night, or 2 nights ago, I emailed PETA, and they're supposed to get back to you in 24 hours. But PETA has ignored our plight. There is jack shit from PETA in my inbox. They just ignored us. PETA saw my email and went, the dogs in RuneScape are not important. Which is why I had to take to the streets of Montreal myself. Those hippies weren't gonna do jack. You tell them. Fuck PETA. We're gonna do our own activism. Alright, I'm gonna go get my phone stand real quick and then tell y'all a little bit about last night. So, I'm gonna be a fake fan for a sec and just Google, like, evil... no, it fucking... So I have 2 monitors. One of them is my laptop, and the other one is a monitor from the club. But I keep opening Chrome on the wrong fucking monitor and then having to, like, maneuver my mouse around the other monitor to use it. Evil God RuneScape. Zamorak. Okay, so we were playing RuneScape last night, actually, until, like, I think it was fucking 8 p.m. too. We were playing a little bit of Scape. A little bit of the Scape of the Rune. Cause we were waiting on news from Walmart about our poster. Our magnificent poster that we had coming in for us. We were doing agility, actually. But now we're gonna head off to go do the polls. So I'm gonna just, like, Dune cloak my way to there. So we were playing a little bit of RuneScape. What is that dinging sound? It's like, I don't have a ding. Could you guys be hearing the air conditioner? Like, how bad is that? Alright, so, what is it? Yes, see, I'm getting the message about the new thing to vote. Except I actually have to, like, not let you guys see my fucking in-game chat. Because sometimes people get, like, mad thirsty in there, and I don't want to get me muted from Twitch because they're saying shit in there. So we're gonna hide that. There we go. Okay, we're back. I didn't mean to come here. Fuck. Where were we heading? Now I'm underground. I'm in Zanaris. God damn it. Bring it up to Galinor. So yes, we played a little bit escaping. We did a little bit of escaping in the ruins, and then we were like, ah, fuck it. Let's go to Walmart anyway. Zamorak was against us because these motherfuckers just didn't email us that our shit was done. It was done. I don't know when it was actually finished. They probably fucking printed it the second we sent it over. Anyway, we collected our poster. I made a new friend. She's not here with me, but she was a really, really ugly plush. I think she's in the living room. I impulse bought a plush. I also bought a bunch of fucking kids shirts. Because, like, when you go to Walmart, the real drip is not, like, the women's section. No, you go and look at the shirts intended for 12-year-old boys. You pick up a Minecraft shirt or, like, a Sonic the Hedgehog. Or even better, a shirt that says 6'7" on it. I did buy it. I'm gonna film some content in it. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. But I've got to do, like, a glorious shit pose with the 6'7" shirt. Hello, welcome! So, like, we end up going downtown. We have a plan. Downtown Montreal is great. I love the city because it's really, really busy at night. Like, we're here at 9 p.m. and we're like, we need to protest for the dogs. It's Thursday night, 9 p.m. Any regular city, like I'm thinking of like suburbs or whatever, they'd be like, the fuck is going on? What the hell? To everyone in Montreal, it's like just another crackhead doing some dumb shit. Like, they watch this girl dressed in like fucking pink and black with these pink puppy ears, like screaming about protecting dog rights, and they're just like, yep. And then when I go to the next street corner, I'm gonna see a man like poop. So maybe I prefer that. I used to run a club on St. Catherine, and dear lord, the shit you saw. Sometimes literally. Sometimes a normal woman would just, it's 6 in the morning. She coming out of the club. She got the roll of toilet paper. She in our doorway. Jagex is British. Which is actually why our final destination last night was Bar George. I brought a dog plush to Bar George. I just gotta open this. No. I mean, even if they're owned by Chinese investors, they are British. So that's true, work on the plateau. Yeah, you know, the people are odd. But what's fun about that is it means you can just, like, go and be a weirdo in the streets of Montreal and no one bats an eye. Because we ran around all of Place des Arts, like, with this fucking dog sign, like, weaving through the crowd and people. It was fucking great. Montreal sounds like an interesting place. Saskatchewan is boring as fuck. People in Montreal are stupidly, like, oddly either very, 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 like, hee-hoo, live and let live, or incredibly conservative. So it's really funny to meet old people, especially. Because, like, when you're dressed like this, or you're dressed like a fucking dog downtown and you look all goofy, you get two reactions from old ladies. Either they think you are the coolest person ever and they wish they could have had your energy, or they will stare you down and give you the biggest, like, laser eyes glare ever. I was trying to go to the market. How the fuck I leave this fairy ring to BKS? Right. Let's go. I'm dancing. It's telling, I hate shortest path these days. It's like, no, I want to be a lazy fucker. And it's like, no, actually, you gotta go to the bank and go spend some runes. And I'm like, no, my whole purpose is to hoard runes. In fact, anytime I use blood runes, I'm gonna feel guilty right now. Because they're turning the dogs into blood runes. That's what we gotta go check right now. We're gonna go verify this poll. I'm gonna deposit all my fish, too. Deposit all base. All these marks of grace, because fuck that. I don't ever want to see the Canifis agility course again, but I'm gonna have to go back there. What did it tell me to grab? 3 air runes. 1 fire rune, 1 law rune. I have a rune tab now. I am so low on law runes. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go grind for that. And air. Alright, we got our air runes and stuff. And then we just Varrock teleport. Right? No, see, like, a lot of... I think if I had grown up in a small town, I would have... I think I would have been, like, the town... I mean, I would have... I was the fucking weirdo in my high school. I was not wearing, you know, ears in high school, but I was a motherfucker with the platform shoes about this high, walking around with the purple hair and the makeup at 6 in the morning. So, like, you know I meant business. I was trying to be a Monster High doll. Alright. We have made it to the polls, brothers. Now we must check. We must check if the dogs are even getting, like, if we even have a say in if the dogs get juiced. Are we ready? Also, I pissed off, like, I don't know how many of you guys are RuneScape players versus not, or where you've come from, but if anyone has actually genuinely come from one of the RuneScape groups where I've been, like, mad shitposting in, I appreciate you forever. Because currently, part of the reason, so the reason I went downtown to go run this protest and take these photos was just to kind of do a little bit of a troll in the RuneScape groups. Because every time I post them there, they fucking hate me. Some people think I'm cool, but most of them fucking hate me. And I was like, this is gonna be relevant to the game. This is gonna be funny. I'm a puppy girl, right? My god, they destroyed me. I was gonna read comments on Twitch, and then I was like, I'm probably gonna get myself booted off there with some of the things that they say. So I'm just gonna, like, read them out loud, possibly. But people will be crazy. New here, found you on TikTok years ago. I miss doing TikTok. I miss when TikTok was 2020 TikTok. Now I don't know what the fuck is up with that platform. I like Facebook these days. Okay. Brethren, puppy girls, dogs of the world, it is time to figure out if there's even a say, if there's even anything in the debate that involves voices. That means we can say something. Am I blurry? I don't think so. Now I'm, like, questioning this. I don't think I am. Okay. Explain to me. Okay. I have poopy vision, and sometimes I can't tell if the camera's focusing on the background or not, and I'm like, I'm gonna wanna have a recording of this for my campaign. So most of them are accusing me of doing that. However, I just like trolling. If I had nothing to promote, I think I'd still be trolling in there. I think it's just fun to get a reaction out of that. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can get focus to work real quick. Well, there is a water bottle in the way. I feel like these cameras like to treat me like I treat RuneScape players and do a little troll. Okay. Are we tracking my face? Are we good in visions? I think we're better. See, ain't nothing but, like, it's funnier to troll these people specifically too, because you get, like, angry, serious reactions. Like, they fully believe that they are right about what... Am I out of focus? Did I out of focus myself? No, I think I'm good. These people... I think, like, there's a breed of person that takes things a little too seriously. And it's these people. And then it's fun to mess with them a little bit. Why are we trash talking Ontario in chat? Not that I don't disagree. Isaiasm might be going to Ontario soon. Alright. We're checking out these polls now, boys. Let's see if we have a say in our rights. There's also Bronze Man mode, which I think is interesting. I'm not going to participate in that because I'm Iron Man, by the way. I'm better than fucking everyone. Which is why I'm going to vote no to Bronze Man. No, I'm not going to. I think it's a cool game mode. However, I need to know about these dogs. Okay. So question 1, Bronze Man mode. Yeah, fuck it. Question about the dogs. Would you like a new quest, a rough situation added to the game as described in the poll, in the blog? Yes. I would like dogs. That's first. We need the dogs. Should puppies and dogs be added as followers upon completion of like a rough situation, similar to kittens and cats? I'm not saying this properly. Should puppies and dogs be added as followers upon completion of a rough situation, similar to kittens and cats in Gertrude's cat? Yes, absolutely. Give us the dogs. Should fully grown dogs in the Bloodhound have extra utility to allow you to dig for treasure trails? Sure. Let's let them have some employment. There we go. Question number 5. The cause that we have been fighting for and that they are letting us vote on. Should we add the ability to train... Should we add the ability to trade grown dogs to an NPC in exchange for blood runes as described in the blog? 100, going up to 200 with the completion of the Mauritania Medium Diary? No. We vote no. I don't even have the full fucking game in the screen. There. Let's switch it. Alright. We're voting no. We are saying abso-fucking-lutely not. We vote for waffles. The dogs get waffles. We give the dogs waffles. We do not let the dogs get juiced. See? The dogs can get juice, but the dogs don't get juiced. Hashtag no juicing the dogs. I've been spamming Old School RuneScape in their Facebook comments too. Like, I might have commented it on their last 3 posts, so whoever's in charge of their social media is terrified and aware of me. The fuck is dog juicing? Dog juicing is this. The ability to trade grown dogs to an NPC in exchange for blood runes. In the blog, it is described that they are traded for blood runes to the vampires. What the fuck do you think the vampires are gonna do to them? They're not just milking them, they are destroying them, and we need to support our dogs and save them. Should crab quest be added to the game as described in the blog? I don't know what the fuck a crab quest is, but yes, it sounds like fun. Alright. My vote has been sent. Our votes have been sent. Now, any other RuneScape players? Have you guys completed the poll? Have you guys protected the dogs? Crab cat. So like whatever the crab quest is. Whatever. I am assuming the worst about vampires. Listen, I am the first one to advocate that, like, you know, vampires are hot, sexy, mysterious, and, like, misunderstood creatures. But I think that the vampires in this game are fucking eating the dogs, and I'm not okay with it. We must protect the dogs. You've voted on both your main and your iron. Tell me what you voted. Tell me you voted no. Right? Right, Aaron? You voted no? So do you protect the vamps or the dogs? Or the There are no vampire dogs! The vampires are not getting dog companions. The vampires are killing the dogs. It's end of story. Count Draenor wouldn't eat a dog. I don't know, man. I think that they're being like, any of this sounds like anti-vampire, anti-dog propaganda. They're infiltrating the ranks. They're also defending the cats in the RuneScape group. Like, where is it? There are massive debates right now going on about the cats. Some of them being that, like, why do the cats get to have a purpose? And they're defending the dog juicing because they're saying, well, the cats get a job, so the dogs should too, but the dogs don't get a job. Why is it so fun getting her worked up? Shh! It's not. My god, I have 274 comments. Some people don't understand. Some people don't understand that I'm trolling them, and they're like, they're taking this personally. They're confused or they don't know stuff. They're upsetty. Someone's asking me where my top's from. There's one guy here that's like, he's like anime, like glassesing me, and he's like, look, blood runes are a massive bottleneck for endgame combat. Upkeep on the Decisive Vitor and Sanguinesti staff is ruining the economy. If Jagex is giving us a renewable dog source, it's literally dead content if I can't turn them into 300 bloods per hour. Why should cats get all the death rune utility while dogs contribute nothing to the meta? Because dogs did nothing wrong. The cats get a job, they get to contribute to the economy. The dogs are being used in an inhumane way. They're literally pixels on a screen. Fuck them dogs. And then he's back. He's like very technically defending ruining these dogs. Bitch, run barrows. You get 1,500 blood runes an hour with Mauritania Hard. See? Running barrows. Okay, we need people to like spread that news too, that running barrows is good. They're also calling me like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys because of my glasses. My favorite comment, the highlight of these so far, has been, this girl has the worst, most off-putting form of autism I've ever seen. And it's just a bitch in dog ears. I'm having a great day. I'm reading Facebook comments. They're calling me mentally ill. They're also roasting my fingers. They moved on. They have moved on. Look at this shit. Can you see that? Probably not very well. They have moved on from making fun of my feet, and now they're making fun of my freakishly big hands, so I don't know, maybe I'm gonna start another arc. No, I'm having a great time. These motherfuckers. I'm not showing my feet. Last time I showed my feet, I got destroyed. I literally post them on Facebook if you want to see them. There was also a bunch of people saying that they were making alt accounts and like they were using all of their accounts to vote yes to juicing the dogs because I pissed them off enough. Also, some people saying that I'm AI, which is just like, do you really think an AI could cook up this kind of a shitpost? Like, you ask an AI what's funny, and it like has a medium idea of like humor, I guess. I made it once generate a no bitches OSRS picture, and it was very funny. I also killed an imp once, and it generated a tombstone and gave it a backstory. It gets basic humor. But do you really think an AI could come up with the idea of going downtown Montreal to protest for pixelated dogs? I don't think so. I think that's a homegrown, mentally ill idea. Oh, man. There's also, like, massive infights breaking, because people are, like, debating whether or not this post is relevant. Alright. It's time to go fucking do you think we can do agility pyramid now? I don't know about that. I think we can try. Although that's more active. What can I like passively do? I needed more steel and iron. I can go hit some rocks. Deposit, deposit, deposit. And then what do I need? Pickaxe. Rune pickaxe, that's all I need. One time, while I was like mining these rocks over here, so there's these 6 rocks that we're gonna go hang out at, and these this is the best source for fucking iron I think in the game. Trying to like. They just removed sound effects. That might stop the binging noise. There we go. These are my 6 rocks that we're gonna hang out, we're gonna hit for a while. Because we're out of fucking iron. And we need more. So, the last time I was over here, I ended up, like, I was just hanging around. Oh my god! Wait! OMG. Soldier. Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh my god! We found one! Which one of yous is that? I have to send him a friend request. I gotta make that bigger so you guys don't end up seeing the fucking messages though. Weird. I think we're good here. We found one, boys! I hope there's more soldiers in the game. I hope that wasn't just a random, like, someone from Twitch. That's probably someone from Twitch coming to find me, but, like, dude. Drive-by propaganda. Drive-by my own propaganda. Wait, we can go stand at the Grand Exchange and scream no dog juicing. It was you? That's amazing. I'm like, I really want to fucking go to the Grand Exchange right now. There's also a series of people. There's a series of people too that like they both on my fishing post that I did last time and on this one are like, can we as a society bring back shame and public decency, please? There's no reason to be dressed like this in public, let alone posted online. And it's like, my dude, what you failed to consider is this outfit, it'll raise more eyes on us for the cause. That was part of the point, right? I didn't actually reply to him that, but I feel like I should have done that. And then there's a million people roasting him for being anonymous. Like, I think that's the funny thing about this post. Compared to the fishing one. The fishing one was completely divisive. People were, like, just pissed at me for existing. This one, there's a lot of people that understand the humor. Hello! No. You should go to the Grand Exchange. Thank you for the sub! No, see, that's, like, my outfits are, like... They're pretty normal. They're like rave outfits. A lot of them are also like, what the fuck does this have to do with RuneScape? And they're like, oh, she's fishing for simps. She's looking for simps. And then I'm replying in all caps shit like, the dogs! They're gonna turn the dogs into blood runes! And they're pissed. Because they do not like that I am not serious about it and that I'm not taking it personally that they're upset at me. They're also telling me to not step foot in the wilderness. Like, I'm being warned to not go into PvP zones. Next time I step foot in the wilderness, I'm gonna get nuked by someone, I swear to God. What was it? Oh. Let's go back. Life of an Iron Man is mining iron ore. Oh my, I just refreshed the comments to just the words, I'm sick of you. You know what? Me too. I'm also sick of myself. What else do we got? It's my fault for opening Facebook today. Tomorrow's gonna be a better day. What the fuck is this? There's a lot of make asylums great again. For them, obviously, not for me. Oh, thank you. The outfit was like last night's outfit. I think like fucking banged. It's the harness that I got from an Etsy store. I saw them. Like, I saw their stuff being worn by, like, cosplayers that I used to follow years ago. And then eventually, like, I ended up buying it. And, like, 2 sets from them. I have a black and red that I've used for Harley a couple times. But this pink and black thing, I really had no idea how to, like, style it or pair it with anything. And then last night, as I was trying to build something to, like, go out to go protect the dogs from the juice, I picked this up and I was like, wait, this, and then this, and then this, and like, it went through about 3 different combos of things before I could figure out how to style it, but it worked out very well. I wished I had seen this an hour ago. There was a voting booth in Sam's Club, and you got a sample of apple pie with every yes vote. I had 3. This man is, like, insinuating that he would juice the dogs in exchange for apple pie. You went to see the comments. Oh my god. If you guys, like, I think it's a public group that I was in, right? You guys can actually come and see the comments, too. But I have access to comments that you don't have access to, either. Where can I see the content? Unless it's gone. Before my post got deleted. I can't see them. I'm so sad. My post, like, got deleted in 2 other groups. Like, they were like, this is not relevant content, and they fucked it up. I was like, I'm upset. But I do have screenshots of some of them. Like, the better ones that I saved. It's good enough for the cats. It's good enough for the dogs. And then there's people, like, you know, explaining that, like, the cats also get destroyed by the Ardun people, but I'm calling it propaganda. And someone's like, wait, what is this? And then I reply with, they're gonna turn dogs into blood runes. We get dogs in the game, but they're gonna be vampire food. And then they just reply with, like, a couple dots. So I'm just like, was this even... Because the thing is eventually these posts escape the grasps of the RuneScape community and they just hit, like, the public at large. And they know even less of what's going on. Twitch is really calling me out, saying this is a channel you'd like to watch. What? Are you calling me lame? Or are you saying you have good taste? Because both of those things could be true. My god, there's more don't go in the wilderness comments. There's also a massive, like, a lot of these guys that are, like, accusing me of actually being a dude or a femboy or, like, trans or whatever, and they have the wildest arguments, including not limited to the fact that I've just kind of coincidentally been wearing things that hide my neck every time I've posted in the group. So there's a, like, secret conspiracy that, like, I'm hiding an Adam's apple. People have not read the fine print in the West Artie cat death rune contract. They're kept to hunt the plague rats. Exactly! See, the cats, they get a job. People know that. But the dogs, they're not getting a job. Someone sending me a fucking photo of his chili burrito in my dog protest post. I guess it's a juiced dog if you know, look at the juice leaking out of the burrito if the burrito was a dog. Someone's actually asking me where my top was from. I didn't bank my... I'm gonna throw myself off the bridge. Attention-seeking troglodytes. And then there's a couple horrifying gifs. If I Can Fix Her had a final boss. To be fair, I agree to that one. Look at how I'm dressed. Like... I also get called Stella Pog a lot. Like, a lot of them are like, not falling for it, Stella Pog 2.0. And stuff. And it's just like, you know... Did you know that I don't actually think that Stella... Okay, this is not confirmed because I did some digging myself out of curiosity. All of the bots that say, like, sub to Stella Pog, right? You can subscribe to people on Twitch. I've had something, like, take a look to try to see if she's ever had a other kind of page, and it doesn't seem like it. So it just feels like everyone here is assuming that Stella has a certain kind of platform because she's a woman. There's so many fucking, like, I wish I could say these out loud, but there's so many people calling me, like, horrid things. I'm screenshotting this one, holy shit. There's a guy that's like, Jagex won't support this until you disclose if you're trans or not. And then someone went to his profile, found a picture of his face. Not his profile photo, a whole other photo, and just straight up called him ugly. Okay. She does, I love her for saying that. I love that for being her fucking tagline for that. Please stop giving attention to individuals with pink hair and mental illnesses. I think we should. They're protecting the dogs. It's a righteous cause. To those saying this has nothing to do with OSRS, it is directly referring to trading in the dog for blood runes and the new dog-related quest and rewards for puppies. I'm voting yes, just so I can sacrifice them. This man defends me. He begins by defending me and going, yeah, you know, she is relevant. He had me in the first half. And then in the second half, he's also like, yeah, but fuck you, I'm gonna juice them dogs. Got my hopes up in the first half, Mark Jerome. And then he gets a reply with, this guy is a psyop, don't listen to him. Nine out of 10 clickbait for your other platform. Well done. See, I like those people. The ones that are like aware that it's a bit to do something, but also still funnies. Okay, that is really funny. There's people ragging on a girl for having a septum piercing in the comments. The thing is also these motherfuckers, they're currently calling me a furry and stuff, right? Because I'm just wearing my puppy ears. But, like, they're gonna wake up to furry outfit pictures tomorrow. Because not only did I go out in the city, and I took photos in, like, the dog ears with the dog sign, I also took photos... Also, by the way, I am fucking I'm not teleporting on purpose. I'm making the trek back and forth on foot on purpose. That's how much I'm committed to rage baiting and being a cheap motherfucker with runes. The upside of the internet, infinite free comedy show. The downside of the internet, everyone thinks they're funny. I am hilarious. I think I'm fucking hilarious. None of you motherfuckers would be here if I wasn't funny. Or, you know, there's other reasons why you might be here, but I like to believe in my heart of hearts that you also think I'm funny. Right? Right? There's also a thing, so look me in the eye when you're talking to me. There are people that, like, on Facebook, they'll clock my lazy eye. Like, no one IRL sees my lazy eye. On Facebook, for some reason, they're possessed and they can fucking see it. You shave before stream just in case? The fuck's that supposed to mean? OSRS memes does not like me. Someone just commented, like, hopefully this group will start deleting your posts like OSRS community did. Fucking loser. So there's a lot of these RuneScape groups that I've noticed, all of a sudden, they now have filters for, like, spammy people, or, like, filters for if a post gets too many comments, it'll automatically get deleted. And I think I started that with my, like, OSRS versus IRL, trend. So, whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, they just don't like me in the meme either. It's okay. Did Reddit accept me? I never checked that. I also posted my campaign to Reddit. 2.5k views. This is a terrible attempt at karma farming. What is this? Voting yes to it since it makes every dog a bloodhound. This joke is bars. I'm pissed for you that such a banger joke is gonna get lost in such a nothing burger post. Listen, the joke has been immortalized on Twitch. You need Saradomin. Yeah, this is enough Reddit for me today. Yeah, that's enough Reddit for me today. What's happening on the internet? Wow, that is quite the profile. Interesting crossover. I'm getting mad views. It's awaiting moderator approval. They got me fucking... Aw, man, I tried. It's like, if I was a man, they would think I'm funny, but because I'm a woman who also does other things on the internet, they automatically think it's promo. Why can't it be both? You don't see me on 2007 Scape? No, they fucking nuked the post, man. I'm thinking of making another attempt to get back in with just a photo of the poster, and then when you scroll through the album, then you see me. That might be better. I hope JagX knows I exist at this point. Like, if they do, they probably hate my guts. But it's okay. If they're, if they're friendly with Stellapog, they might not hate me. The comments just keep coming. The guy that had his profile picture, or his photo shown and called ugly, is now nuking the other guy for having an anime profile picture, which, fair enough. Oh my god, holy anime profile picture moment. I like Machine Gun Kelly, okay? I'm gonna say it. Most of his music is trash, but it's good trash. But the man released JJK, and it's just a fucking... It's a rap in which he goes, JJK, JJK, and then he just keeps talking about anime, and he's like, I'm the chainsaw god, I'm the rap god, and it was just like, I'm the rap devil. Okay, to be fair, that one has fucking layers, because I guess Eminem's the rap god, and he's the rap... Okay, maybe he's a genius and we don't know. It was a fucking stupid song. Good evening. Casing a smidge of chaos with your pictures again. I am causing chaos. How many fucking views is... So, the thing is most of the RuneScape groups do not like me and they'll, like, delete my posts, right? But I don't know if old school RuneScape community is fine with me or just, like, so unmoderated that I can just do whatever the fuck in there. Why do I have 2 posts on pending? Okay, good. They got my lobster post finally nuked. Holy shit. Alright, manage my content. Let's see how many times this thing's been seen. Because that's also the thing, is like, if they don't actually give a fuck about me, it's just 71,000 views. How many dogs have I saved so far? I don't know. One of them at least. The dog that I took to Bar George. So, I went to Bar George after my little quest to save the dogs. Like, we started out in the city on the streets, and then we ended at Bar George because it's the most British establishment that we have in Montreal. It's like, it's an old bar, and you can tell that, like, I've been watching a lot of the Gilded Age, so, like, I immediately clocked it as, like, oh, this is an old building, and this would have been, like, the rich people's manor. That would have been the servants' entrance. But it's, like, a very British building, right? And it's a bar and stuff, and, like, that's where we figured we'd end our journey. Because if we couldn't make it to the British Embassy, the closest we could get is fucking Bar George. So I brought my dog, the dog I rescued from the Church of Mauritania. I posted a stupid skit video. But, like, tomorrow I'm hitting the RuneScape boys with a furry post, and I'm very curious to see how they're gonna receive that one. As they've hated me as a puppy girl. Just you wait. Whoa. I'd like to think that we're gonna save all the dogs, though. I have 6 days till the polls close. So I have 6 days to campaign against the dog juicing that might happen. I have 6 days to make these people understand that they should not let the dogs get juiced. And maybe we'll even sway the J-mods. You know, maybe they'll see us and they'll agree to our cause. See, I have no idea what the best way to get noticed by the RuneScape mods is. Like, is it just spamming them on Facebook? I don't know. My goal is to get so fucking annoying in the RuneScape community that, like, I go to RuneFest in the fall and I just get, like, a piano dropped on my head or something. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the funniest way someone could try to, like, destroy me, and I'm, like, a piano, like, pushed over my head as I walk into the building. Like, splat! As I'm dressed as Sandwich Lady, because of course I would fucking cosplay Sandwich Lady just to troll. I also want to do... I still need to get this, like, custom printed, and I think this might be my next shitpost quest after the dogs in RuneScape. A Bloodveld cosplay. Because if you've seen the ultimate... So Bloodvelds as a whole, they have, like, massive asses, right? They're, like, these thick motherfuckers. They're weird, they got a tongue that goes blim 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 blim, right? But, if you've ever met a mutated Bloodveld, if you've ever had the chance to see one of those fucking chonkers, they're radioactive looking, and they have, like, heat-seeking butt cheeks. So I want to get a bodysuit printed. Like, you know one of those, like, AliExpress Zentai bodysuits? But with, like, fucking heat-seeking butt cheeks. And I want to, like, torque and then post the video in the RuneScape group and watch them explode. They are caked up, see? Like, they're in the top 10 RuneScape monsters for me because of the amount of cake they have. And then I'm gonna cosplay Sandwich Lady, but I think my first costume cannot be something basic. It has to be iconic, and I think the most iconic thing I can do is a Bloodveld. Also, the funniest thing is any of the men, like, that are accusing me of, like, being a dude, for real, half the comments, I managed to spread this, half the comments are like, yo, there's proof on the internet elsewhere that it is not the case, and then they're doing free advertising for me. Checking the time, because I'm like, Warhammer. You know, I would like to get into Warhammer just to start trolling. I'm saying that, and I'm like, you know, maybe my paws are in two fandoms right now. I am simultaneously trolling the RuneScape community and attempting to make a name for myself in the furry community, and I have forsaken the cosplay community. I have not. I still love cosplay, and I'm going to be able to wear wigs soon again, which I'm really excited for. But, Like, I've just kind of moved on from just being known as a cosplayer, and I think it's really funny to just start, like, trolling in random communities. Like, I've played RuneScape, and I've been playing RuneScape, and I really, really, really like this game. So it's even funnier to piss these guys off, because they'll accuse me of not liking playing, or, like, just playing the game for the fucking, like, people, and I'm like, no, 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 I would not have this many hours in the game. I would not be hitting these 6 rocks in a fucking circle if I didn't give a shit about this stupid game. I'm gonna hit this imp. So, the first, actually the first troll I ever really did out of the, like, my character versus me in the RuneScape thing, which I thought, you know, I didn't think it would be as, you know, animosity, received with animosity as it was. I didn't realize that it would, like, get nuked like that. I thought people would be like, hee hee hoo hoo, this is Facebook. I was stupid and dumb, and I didn't realize that, like, RuneScape players do not like showing their faces. But after that, I had a bunch of them, like, go, like, what the fuck? Because I had no construction skill at the time. I am no longer a construction virgin. I have 29 construction. We're ballin'. That's still Bobby numbers. I fucking hate construction. But I hadn't even finished Daddy's Home. And everyone was like, we can tell that you've not finished Daddy's Home. Har har har. That was the joke. Then when I went to go actually complete the quest, I thought I'd record it and then post it in the groups because it'd be funny. But then this fucking bitch bent all of her nails. Like, she failed construction so damn hard. She was, like, fitting the stereotype. Like, she was just a girl with a fucking hammer beating up all the nails, and then I accidentally hit an imp. So my recording of me completing the quest is like, I'm attempting to build a chair. I build it after breaking 17 million nails, running out of wood once, killing an imp, and then I finally get my construction level. This is why I don't like construction. I prefer hitting rocks. Hee hee hoo hoo, let's keep walking. It's 3 AM, you should probably go to bed. No! Drink a monster, stay awake. And, like, after, so Bar George was like, my second stop, technically. We were planning on getting beef Wellington and taking a photo with the beef Wellington, because it'd be funny. Hello! Stanley! How are you? I wanted to take a photo with beef Wellington at the Bar George. But they... Get me ramen, please? I got no fucking ramen. I got rocks. I'll put one in your fucking mouth. I have, oh my god, wait a minute, speaking of ramen. So, at Otakuthon, in the bags, there were Kintan ramen coupons, for 25% off your next purchase of ramen. So it's like 25% off your, a bowl of ramen plus an order of gyoza for your friends, right? And I ended up making a post in the Facebook group, and I was like, yo guys, the fucking ramen is great. And I did it on, like, the Thursday, because, like, Thursday is usually ramen day for some reason. Like, it's always been more of a con tradition to, like, go get ramen after going to get your passes. I don't know. It's the weeb thing to do. So I posted about it. And then on the Friday, someone walks up to me and goes, hey, are you the girl that posted about the ramen in the Otakuthon group? And I turned around and I'm like, yes, of course, that's me. Hi. And then he presents me with, like, about this many cards. Like, he gives me a fucking stack of Kintan ramen cards, and I'm like, thank you. This is not what I was expecting from this interaction. I was probably just expecting a thank you for letting me know about the promotion. But now I've got a million cards in my hands. And then I was approached by, like, separately 2 other people who gave me their Kintan ramen cards, and then the man came back at the end of the con on the Sunday, came to find me, flexed some more cards on me and gave them, and then disappeared into the night. So now I have, how many Kintan ramen coupons do we have? I can't House of Cards these. I once did a House of Cards for a stop motion video for dolls. because I was autistic and I was gonna get the fucking shot right. But I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. No, I'm not gonna do it. So we have how many Kintan Ramen coupons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Kintan Ramen. So I have 16 Kintan Ramen coupons that I can go and use at some point in time. I think it's gonna be very funnies. Are we getting issues with the signal, or is that just my iPad? Weird. Okay. Went to a late night izakaya in Stockholm for some midnight ramen after work. It was fantastic. Ramen is always better, like, really late at night for some reason. I don't know, it bangs. It's a good meal, but my favorite is when I get 4 eggs. Because I fucking love ramen eggs. Like, that's the best part of ramen. When I ran the after party, like, so, one of the first times we ran, like, an after party for something was Akiba, in which we decided to serve ramen. It did not work. It flopped. No one wanted our fucking ramen. So we had 1 million ramen eggs in the fridge. And that's, like, all I ate that weekend was fucking ramen eggs. Like, I was just downing them because there was, like, I was running around. I was dressed as Project Melody. I was dressed as, like, other shit. And I was just basically running around the floor, just fire here, fire there. Oh my god, something's going on. Oh, entertainment over here. Oh, we're gonna go dance. And, like, every so often there was just an intermission of me shoving a fucking ramen egg in my mouth. So I'm like, you know, me and ramen eggs, we've been through a lot. And the fun part is that night when we went to the restaurant, right, I had ordered an extra ramen egg in my order. And then the friend that we went with didn't like his egg. And he was gonna say no egg. And then I looked at him as he was placing his order for no egg, and I was like, Rem, no. You're taking that egg. And then I took the egg from his ramen bowl, and I had 4 fucking ramen eggs in my ramen that night. Banger. You found the emote for the Bloodveld twerk? I wonder if I can get that on my channel, because I think that would be an emote that I would like on my channel, is a Bloodveld twerking. But yeah, like, I need top 3 RuneScape cosplayers are gonna be a twerking Bloodveld, the sandwich lady, and I need a 3rd shitpost. But I'm not sure what the 3rd shitpost is gonna be. It'll come to me in a dream. I'm gonna probably be, so, like, I haven't been able to try on wigs in a while because of, like, a concussion that I got and stuff, and, like, a bunch of shit happened. But, I think I'm finally, like, I'm gonna fucking try wigs this week at some point and see how that goes, because I want to cosplay Sandwich Lady too. And I have a bright yellow highlighter wig that would be perfect for the Bloodveld ass. Like, for the Bloodveld twerking cosplay. I just realized that's gonna be a crazy wig for that. I've only ever worn it once, because it's, like, highlighter yellow. It's, there's a YouTuber that, like, I followed, like, years ago, right? She was, like, a beauty YouTuber, like, a kawaii lifestyle beauty YouTuber or whatever. She is, I blame her for, like, the entire reason I do the makeup the way that I do. Like, she was a major influence on my life. And at some point, she was selling some of her wigs, and she wasn't shipping to Canada, but we were coincidentally going to be in Boston in the week that, like, the wigs would have gotten there, so I managed to get them. I even wore a couple of them to the con. But, I had this, like, I saw this on her page, and it was just this, like, highlighter yellow lace front wig. And I was like, when the fuck else am I gonna find a highlighter yellow lace front wig? So I bought it. And then I received this highlighter yellow lace front wig, and I realized why you don't see many highlighter yellow lace front wigs. It's because it's like, what the fuck are you gonna pair this highlighter yellow lace front wig with? Not many things. Black PVC is probably the only thing that I can think of, because the shiny black, like, or like, it was oil slick PVC actually that I used. Because, like, that's the only thing that feels like it makes sense with such an extra highlighter yellow lace front wig. So I've only ever worn it once for, like, a look. It was, like, a rave puppy with, like, a glow-in-the-dark tail and, like, a harness and kit and stuff. But, see, I didn't realize the glow-in-the-dark UV stuff. This was a last-minute ass-pull costume, but, like, I didn't realize that shit needed to be charged, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna do this fucking, like, green and yellow puppy girl look for the Otakuthon rave. Like, last minute I decide to do it. So I'm putting, like, I'm hanging the harnesses up on my TV, like, that's blasting white light, trying to desperately charge them before we go leave for the yellow highlighter cosplay. That's about the only thing that you, like, otherwise, like, what, I'm gonna be the Crayola crayon? When will you wear wigs? I will wear wigs soon enough. But it's been fun to use my hair for things. Like, it's forced me to build outfits entirely around, like, what my hair looks like, instead of, like, I can do anything and anything's at my fingertips. It's, I am in a box that is slightly smaller than I usually am. What can I do? I'm really glad I actually found these ears at the con, because I think that they work really well with the gradient. But for a while, my hair was actually, like, this is not a normal thing. My hair right now, like, is fairly long. Like, when my hairstylist comes back from the States, I'm probably gonna be like, hey man, could you redo my roots already? Because my hair's getting kind of long already. But I don't normally have. Well, for a while I did. A lot of you guys actually, if you're new, you probably saw me mostly with my natural hair. But since I was 16, I've been dyeing my hair and I barely saw any of my natural hair. So doing any costumes or, like, outfits and stuff with my natural hair as I was, like, restarting to do content again was, like, fucking mind-boggling to me. I was like, how the hell do you style ginger brown hair? For Otakuthon, all my cosplays were, like, either black or, like, black and pink. Look, it wasn't actually cosplays, it was just outfits, because I still wasn't, like, at the stage that I knew I could wear wigs or not. So it was like, I put them all together, crackhead on the Thursday, and I committed a crime. I wore yellow with my pink hair, which is something that I would never normally do if I had access to wigs. So it lets me experiment a little bit more with, like, you know, the boxes that I put myself in. Cosplay is Neve from that yellow wig. I gotta open that on my phone to see. I'm curious. I can't see. Neve. No. This is normal yellow. I have a bunch of these normal yellow wigs that I've used for, like, Zelda and stuff. The highlighter yellow wig is literally a fucking highlighter. Like, it looks like it glows when you look at it. Coming back to this channel after a couple years, you remember some of the dyes? I think, like, when I was streaming in, like, 2020, I did the stupidest shit ever, though, and I kept bleaching my hair and then putting black dye over it. Like, that was my... I went insane. I tried dyeing my hair, like, a pastel color, and it didn't work, and then I just fucking, like, dyed my hair black over it. Oh, I also have a lot of wigs. Like, I've worn a lot of wigs on Twitch, too. I even have human hair wigs. Just to like, further confuse people. I have, for a while, I've had, like, a gray wig, like, that I bought on AliExpress. It was a gray human hair wig that I straightened. And, it was, like, what I wore when I was doing, like, MFW last year. Because I had silver hair short. But when I wanted to have long hair, it was just fun to, like, switch to the silver wig. Because it was still me as myself, I guess. I might end up getting, like, a... Now that my hair is longer, I might get a short silver wig just to, like, balance things out. 6'7". Alright. I'm gonna fill my inventory one last time, and then I'm probably gonna end up, like, going to the Shadow Realm. You know, I do miss wearing wigs. Like, I miss the over-the-top, fluffy bullshit that I like to do, too. And I have more time now, so I'm probably gonna style wigs. Guys, I can fucking Twitch stream myself styling wigs. How cool is that? Like, I'm gonna work on cosplay and I'm gonna work on crafts. I'm gonna have time to do that. Probably, I say that, but like, I've been on so many adventures and I'm adventuring so much that like, who knows. But I can stream it. I'll be able to stream that stuff. Oh, yeah, so there were a couple hot tub streams. That's probably when my hair was like silver black and like different wigs and stuff. That was an old friend. Alright. I cannot hold any more iron as an Iron Man. Alright, depositing this. There we go. You know what? I have one more run. I have one last thing I want to fucking talk about. So after the Bar George, because Stanley distracted me about the ramen, and then I talked about that. But, so like, after the Bar George adventure, when we went to go bring a fucking dog plush to the bar, by the way, our waiter, fully watching us, like, carry this fucking dog plush into the bar, right? They gave us a seat at the lounge, and they told us, like, oh, if we'd be lucky, a seat at the bar would open up, and they'd let us go sit there. They were not gonna let us do that. They put us in the back of the lounge for a reason. I fucking look like a puppy girl. They don't want that in the front of the rich people bar. The drinks were fucking $30 or some shit. Like, those were expensive drinks. They were good, though. But, like, after that, because Bar George's kitchen was closed, we went on a quest for food that ended us in the Majestic, which is the weirdest restaurant, like, the most Montreal restaurant you've ever been to. Like, eclectic decor and stuff, and, like, I brought my fucking fuggler. Like, I have a black and pink fuggler. This mother thing, it has teeth. Teeth and a tongue. And I was dressed in black and pink, and I sat him on the thing, and I went on a little date with my fuggler, but this waitress also had to watch this happen. And we picked this place, and I was just like, they have a foot-long hot dog. I had a hot dog yesterday, but we're saving the dogs, so I need to have a foot-long hot dog right now. It was fucking banger. It was good. Oh my god, the Wi-Fi. Yeah, so we're gonna be camping, actually, in, like, the next couple days, probably, so we're gonna be bringing our Starlink setup to go and test that out some more, because we tried to stream at the old port with the Starlink, but we're kind of curious to see, like, you know, other locations and other stuffs. Alright, I'm gonna finish these rocks, and then... If I'm ever cursed to see Montreal, I'll find you, show me good food. The coolest thing I ever got to do, I think, when I ran the club, this was not actually the coolest thing, but this was a cool anecdote anyway. We had a guy come in from fucking Philadelphia just to come check out our maid cafe. Like, we were running a maid cafe event with Leash, and this guy was sent by a woman who ran maid cafes in Philadelphia just to come check us out and see what we were going to be doing. Fucking cool, by the way, but he was like, I like going to food places, I like checking out food, like, do you have any recommendations? And, like, my friend talked his ear off for 30 minutes about, like, what the best smoked meat place was, and then I just walk up to him and I'm like, have you ever heard of Dick Ann's? And he's like, no. And then I explained to him the concept of Dick Ann's, which, these are, like, weird burgers. You cannot experience a Dick Ann's burger unless you've experienced the Dick Ann's burger, if you know what I mean. I would insert a photo if this was a YouTube video, but you just have to Google Dick Ann's burger. And then you'll see the gorgeous thing that is it's like a smashed patty with like 2 smashed buns and like fucking sauce. It's horrific. It's great. It's one of the best burgers I've ever had. And I was like, my dudes, if you're gonna get one thing, don't do the smoked meat. Every tourist does that. Try Dick Ann's. And he went to Dick Ann's. And he loved it. He posted photos and everything. I'm very glad that I sent a man to Dick Ann's. How goes the campaign? The campaign is going good. I voted in the polls. I've been protesting online. You know, I need you guys to be on my side, by the way, about the no dog juicing. Also, I have a Twitch sub Discord, by the way. Nightbot's just chiming in. If you want to join the Paw Patrol cause, I'm also, you know, like posting on there. I'm actually gonna be heading off and going to the Shadow Realm. If you know what I mean. I'll be keeping my socials updated, of course, but I'm going to the Shadow Realm. I'll be there soonish. But yeah. Thank you all for tuning in, heeding the word, watching me vote, and hang out for a little bit. This is a fun little way to like keep testing my stream setup before elsewhere. Yeah, and also if you haven't voted in the dog poll, you have 6 days to go defend the RuneScape dogs. If you do not have an account, I actually don't know if you can do this, but if you do not have a RuneScape account, I need you to make a RuneScape account and go vote no to the dog juicing immediately. And then you're gonna get into RuneScape, and then you're gonna join my second cult, which is just RuneScape. Alright. I will be seeing y'all laters, and then, you know, eventually over here again. It was nice. It was nice tuning in, and I'll return very, very soon. I'm gonna find my fucking stream deck now. My god, where is it? Okay. Goodbye!